Mr. Adrian Brooms, Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of Human Resources and Administration Services. Mr. Rodney Archer, Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Roger Walker, Incoming Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Dwayne Combach, Superintendent Acting, Criminal Investigations Division. Mr. Lawrence Collmore, Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Wayne Griffith, Inspector Acting of the Forensic Scenes of Crime Unit of the Barbados Police Service. Mr. Ryan Ware, Head of Site of Barbados for the Global Campus Sites University of the West Indies. Mr. Mauricio Chase, Course Developer and Lead Facilitator for the Barbados Police Service and the Regional Security Services. Mr. Boo Shakira Harris, Head of Office of the UN ODC. Ms. Ankuta Kifir, UN ODC Scientific Affairs Section. Ms. Sharice Glasgow, Program Officer Acting of the UWA Global Campus Site of Barbados. Mrs. Sonia Brown, Clerical Officer of the UWA Global Campus Site Barbados. Other instructors and facilitators, specially invited guests, course participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. I am Police Constable 2442 Padmore. Without further ado, I want to welcome Sergeant 1364, Rosemary Ward Waterman, to open us with a word of prayer, please.
Good evening, everyone. I will begin with a reading from Ephesians 4:9. Keep putting into practice all you learn and receive from me. Everything you heard from me and saw me doing, then the God of peace will be with you. Let's bow our heads. Father, as we come before you this afternoon, we say thank you. Thank you for wisdom, Father. Thank you for knowledge. Thank you for the strength for bringing us here today, God. Thank you for the interpretation and for the understanding for what we were taught, oh dear Lord God. Father, as we celebrate this evening and as we close, Father, we give you all the thanks because it is all due unto you. So may your spirit continue to rest upon us, God. And whatever is done here will be done to the honor and the glory of your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I want to thank Sergeant Mark Waterman for coming and opening us with a word of prayer, very inspirational. At this point in time, I want to invite Mr. Rodney Archer, Commandant, to open with some remarks. Please be seated.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. I acknowledge the presence of Deputy Commissioner Adrian Brooms, Superintendent and Incoming Commandant Roger Walker, Acting Superintendent CAD Mr. Coverbach, Deputy Commandant Mr. Lawrence Collmore, Course Coordinator Mr. Chase, Mauricio Chase, Ms. Bo Sharika Harris, Ms. Ankunta Schiefer, and Ms. Sharice Glasgow, Ms. Sonia Brown, a lot of names. Other facilitators of this course participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the fact I am Commandant in the Regional Police Training Center, I was shocked when I look at the program for the first time and realized I'm not number one. And I was wondering what remarks I would make to you, because I usually come here without any script. But I just want to offer a few words. And it relates to training. And I will give you a story or two. There was a female Because I can tell you that when you're a young police officer, you don't really know where you want to work. You don't know what avenue of policing you want to be involved in. There was a young female police officer, and she had the privilege to be the person that was doing special duty. You would know that with special duty, you're an all-rounder. You're that person that could be called upon to do everything. And she was tasked, she was working at Central Station, an ordinary police officer. She was tasked to attend the mortuary for postmortems. Lo and behold, she became a mortician. And I can hazard to bet that there is no other department in government that has produced more lawyers than the Barbados Police Force, the Royal Barbados Police Force / the Barbados Police Service. And why? There are many officers who were sent, not chosen, they were sent on the court prosecutor's course, and it piqued their interest in law. And lo and behold, University of West Indies, Llewellyn Law School, and they are lawyers. You cannot count the amount of lawyers that passed through the Barbados Police Service who came here by coincidence on the court prosecutor's course, and they ended up being lawyers. And I say that to say this: you are here on a science course, basic crime scene investigation. And it is a possibility that this course may pique your interest in science. And you might determine, well, this is the avenue that I want to travel along in my policing career. I want to work in the science field of policing, all from just attending this course. So I would urge you, and there is a dearth of persons working in the scientific field within the Barbados Police Service, and there's a need for forensic scientists in Barbados on a whole. So it is an avenue that you can get into. This could very well be the start of your new policing career. Give it some thought. You were very fortunate to have been chosen, because there are probably about 800 operational police officers in the Barbados Police Service, and you were fortunate to be among those chosen to come and do this course. So I would encourage you not to let this course stop at this point. We have 2 other forensic science courses coming up later in the year. One, all of them are in mid-December. I would encourage you, if you do have that interest in forensic science, see if you can get on those courses. And I would hope that this course has shown you the importance of forensics in investigation. Just about everything that we do now involves forensics. Cybercrime. When there's a crime, you seek out the criminal or the suspect, and the first thing you want to do is seize their computer, their phone, because the cyber aspect is involved. If there's a scene, the technical people have got to get involved, so it is very important that science is applied to investigation. So you can go on to be experts in that area, and your services definitely will be needed. I spoke about your fortune. There are about 18 of you. I would hope that you've learned sufficiently enough that you can go back into the police service and share some of your experience with your colleagues being your peers and your superiors. Share your experience and your skills with them, because a course can only hold X amount of persons. So you're the fortunate few. I would hope that you will definitely learn something on this course because the police service made an investment in you. Training is an expensive venture. You were not just sent here as a break from duty, an expensive venture. And if you were a business person and you invested, I believe that you would want to see some returns on your investment. So the police service is expecting an enhanced performance from you who attended this course. It should not be as per normal. We should see some heightened level of performance from you. So I'm looking forward to hearing good things from you people, and I hope, like I said, that this course has piqued your interest to go on a new career path. I'm not encouraging you to leave the service, but to enhance the service's capability. So I want to wish you all the best going forward, and I look forward to hearing good things about you. Thank you.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Archer for his words of wisdom to us. I can guarantee you, Mr. Archer, that this course has learned a lot. At this point in time, I want to introduce Mr. Brian Boyer. He is the head of site of the UWA Global Campus of Barbados, which serves as one of the 16 country sites that comprises the UWA Global Campus across the Caribbean. In this role, he provides strategic leadership of the site's operations in Barbados. Mr. Boyer holds a bachelor's degree with honors in public administration from the UWA Cayfield Campus, Barbados, and a master's degree in development studies from the UWA Mona Campus, Jamaica. He has also completed specialist training in areas such as project management, grant proposal writing, strategic planning, the leadership challenge, the balance scoreboard, strategic change management, management development, and organizational development. He has also served as an adjunct lecturer in the area of project management for a number of years with the Barbados Institute of Management and Productivity and in the Department of Management Studies, UWA Cayfield Campus, where he lectures in public policy and management respectively. Of course, he is no stranger to the Regional Police Training Center, as he also delivers presentations and lectures on a range of topics, including customer service, relations in a policing environment. He has also served as one of the presenters at our annual conference in 2025 under the theme Pride in Our Legacy, Vision for Tomorrow, 190 years of tradition and transformation on the topic towards a culture of customer service excellence, a strategic perspective for the Barbados Police Service. Prior to his current role at the University of the West Indies, he has also worked in the Office of Public Sector Reform and the Productivity Council, respectively in Barbados. Without further ado, I want to welcome Mr. Boyer to the stage, please.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies. Mr. Adrian Brooms, Deputy Commissioner of Police. Mr. Rodney Archer, Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Roderick Walker, incoming Commandant, Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Dwayne Cumberbatch, Superintendent, Acting Criminal Investigations Division. Mr. Lawrence Conover, Deputy Commandant, Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Wayne Griffith, Inspector Acting Forensic Scene Science of Crime Unit, Barbados Police Service. Mr. Mauricio Chase, Course Developer and Lead Facilitator, the Barbados Police Service, Regional Security System. Ms. O. Shakira Harris, Head, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. Ms. Ankuta Sheffert, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, Scientific Affairs Division. Ms. Cherise Glasgow, Program Officer Acting, UWI Global Campus, Barbados. Mrs. Sonia Brown, Clerical Officer 1. UWI Global Campus Barbados, other instructors, facilitators, specially invited guests, participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. As you heard, I'm Ryan Byron, the head of site of the UWI Global Campus, and it is indeed my distinct pleasure to be present at this closing ceremony of this crime scene and management workshop, an event which recognizes the formal collaboration between our respective organizations and one we hope portends towards a burgeoning professional partnership. Before I proceed further, on behalf of the principal of the UWI Global Campus and executive management of the UWI Global Campus, Dr. Francis Severin, I wish to extend congratulations to Mrs. Sonia Boyce, the Commissioner of Police of the Barbados Police Service, on her recent elevation, an achievement that signals a prominent moment in the Barbados Police Service, but also as it pertains to the proverbial notion of shattering the glass ceiling. We also extend our heartfelt congratulations and high hopes for your entire senior command as you work earnestly and in collaboration towards safe and secure communities and the country, with and for all internal and external stakeholders. Why this collaboration between Barbados Police Service, the Regional Police Training Center, and the UWI Global Campus? This collaboration really aligns with our strategic plan, which seeks to improve and increase access to quality tertiary education, alignment with university in terms of academic and industry partnerships relevant to organizational, national and regional needs, and of course, agility in terms of responsiveness. The mission of the University Global Campus, like the other campuses of the UE system, to advance learning, create knowledge and transfer innovation for the positive transformation of the Caribbean and the wider world. And as the Commandant Archer spoke to forensic science and the multiplicity of opportunities that now pervade in this area, that indeed speaks to the matter of innovation and how it will now be pervasive even more in the field of policing and law enforcement. This collaboration also dovetails and is strategically aligned to the work of the Regional Police Training Center as it seeks to provide that foundational academic and practical training for recruits, officers, and other levels within the police service in Barbados and across the region. This particular course sought to enhance participants' competencies in the fundamental principles and practical techniques in crime scene investigation and forensic evidence management. It is designed to equip investigators with the knowledge and skills necessary to properly identify, document, collect, preserve, and present physical evidence in accordance with internationally accepted forensic and legal standards. And of course, the partnerships and the stakeholders represented at the head table is indicative of the regional and international thrust of this workshop. More specifically, the workshop addressed topics relating to foundations of forensic science and crime scene search and documentation, evidence identification and recovery, forensic evidence development, and court presentation techniques. The course emphasized best practices, and the intent was to not only provide a theoretical foundation, but also practical competencies that would allow them to function in the working environment. This workshop represents a precursor to what we in the university call credentialing, that will seek to improve the quality of the course, the program, and of course the competencies that are imparted to the participants. I am sure, though not present at the workshop, that the underpinning themes that this workshop spoke to would be that of procedural justice and police legitimacy. In all that you do in your crime scene investigation, you want to ensure that there is fairness, transparency, and respect in the interactions between yourselves and the various stakeholders, particularly the public. Police legitimacy is concerned with the public's belief that law enforcement is done in a way that ensures compliance, fairness, and trust. It would be remiss, Deputy Commissioner Brooms, it would be remiss of myself and my colleagues here this afternoon to not utilize the opportunity, and of course Commandant Archer and Commandant Incoming, to place in your minds the opportunities that are available within the global campus for further collaboration and partnership. For example, we offer certificate programs in community-based policing, criminology, and of course, knowing the multifaceted nature of police operations, there are other areas in counseling, supervisory management, psychology, project management. In fact, I delivered a course in project management in April this year to persons in Bahamas. And the class had about 5 police officers who were interested in project management and realized that a lot of the work that they're not doing is not being projectized. And I think it is something that we can have some discussion on moving forward. I must commend the team at the Regional Police Training Center led by Commandant Archer, Deputy Commandant Collymore, and Mr. Chase for the diligence and enthusiasm they've demonstrated in making this workshop a reality. The calls after working hours, the meetings to ensure that everything was done in a way that is tantamount to the quality that one expects of a program between our two institutions. I'm going to close now on 2 final points, and I want to emphasize 3 points. What Commandant Archer just spoke to about training and investment. In the literature, they call that Commandant Archer the ROTI. It is not the ROTI from Sheffield. It's the return on training investment. That one wants to ensure that after all the training, that the training doesn't just end in the classroom, that it manifests itself in the workplace, in the practical demonstration, in the quality of the work. So, just a bit of information. In law enforcement, when one hears that an individual is known to the police, it has a specific connotation. I wish to state to the participants who have successfully completed this workshop, the work you've done over the past 2 weeks, you are also now known to the UWI Global Campus. But you are known in a positive light from the unique UE ID number that you have, because in essence you are also now an alumni of the university. And you're also known to us through your certificate of achievement, which demonstrates that you've satisfactorily met the requirements of the various assessment tools that Mr. Chase took you through over the past 2 weeks. These certificates will be formally presented momentarily. On behalf of the UE Global Campus, we are appreciative of this opportunity to work with the Barbados Police Service and the Regional Police Training Center, and we look forward to mutually beneficial outcomes in the future. Thank you, all the best to you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here today and impart a powerful message to us. At this point in time, I want to introduce Ms. Bo Harris to come and give her remarks.
Mr. Adrian Brooms, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Rodney Archer, Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Roderick Walcott, Incoming Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Dwayne Cumberbatch, Acting Superintendent of the Criminal Investigations Division, Mr. Lawrence Collymore, Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Wayne Griffith, Acting Inspector of the Forensic Scenes of Crime Unit of the Barbados Police Service, Mr. Ryan Byer, Head of Site, Barbados Global Campus Sites, University of the West Indies, Mr. Mauricio Chase, Course Developer and Lead Facilitator of the Barbados Police Service and the Regional Security System, Ms. Ankuda Kiefert, UNODC Scientific Affairs Section, Ms. Cherise Glasgow, Program Officer Acting of the University of the West Indies Global Campus Site in Barbados, Ms. Sonia Brown, Clerical Officer 1 of UWI Global Campus, other instructors and facilitators, specially invited guests, course participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Bo Shakira Harris, and I'm the Head of Office for UNODC, and I'm very happy to be here with you this afternoon. On behalf of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the Barbados Police Service for inviting us to collaborate on this very important initiative. We are honored to support the delivery of this crime scene management training, which reflects the TVPS's continued commitment to strengthening professionalism, investigative excellence, and the effective administration of justice. The ability to properly manage and preserve crime scenes is fundamental to successful investigations and ultimately to ensuring accountability and public confidence in law enforcement. Through its laboratory and scientific section, UNODC works globally to strengthen forensic science capacities and to promote the use of science-based approaches in criminal investigations. The section supports member states through technical assistance, specialized training, the development of forensic standards and best practices, the delivery of specialized equipment, and initiatives aimed at enhancing the quality and reliability of forensic evidence. By helping to build stronger forensic and crime scene management capabilities, UNODC contributes to more effective investigations, fairer criminal justice processes, and stronger rule of law outcomes. And with this, I would like to congratulate the Barbados Police Service on this significant achievement. The fact that this is the first crime scene management program to be credentialed by the University of the West Indies is a remarkable milestone. It demonstrates a forward-thinking approach to professional development and sets a new benchmark for law enforcement training in Barbados and the wider Caribbean. We commend the leadership, vision, and dedication that have made this accomplishment possible, and we are proud to partner with you in advancing evidence-based policing and strengthening criminal justice outcomes. With that, I would also like to congratulate the participants for having completed this wonderful 2-week course. UNODC looks forward to continuing our collaboration with the Barbados Police Service and the Barbados Regional Police Training Center, which we have had many successful collaborations over the years, and to building and supporting efforts to build safer and more secure communities for all. Many thanks, colleagues. Wishing you a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. At this point in time, I want to introduce Constable 2433 Kimanika to the stage to perform the student's report.
Mr. Adrian Brooms, Deputy Commissioner of Police, in care of Territorial Divisions and Migrant Services, Barbados Police Service. Mr. Rodney Archer, the Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Roderick Walcott, the incoming Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Dwayne Cumberbatch, Superintendent Acting of the Criminal Investigation Division. Mr. Lawrence Collmore, the Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center. Mr. Wayne Griffith, Inspector of the Forensic Sciences of Crime Unit of the Police Service. Mr. Ryan Byer, Head of Site of the Barbados Global Campus Sites, University of the West Indies Global Campus. Mr. Mauricio Chase, the Course Developer and Lead Facilitator of the Barbados Police Service and RSS. Ms. Bo Shakira Harris, Head of Office of the UNODC. Ms. Ankuda Kiefert of the UNODC Scientific Affairs Section. Ms. Cherise Glasgow, the Program Officer Acting of the UWI Global Campus Site Barbados. Ms. Sonia Brown, the Clerical Officer of the UWI Global Campus Site Barbados. Other instructors and facilitators, especially invited guests, course participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am Gimanica, Detective Constable 2433, currently attached to the Criminal Investigation Department. I am a proud participant of the Saturday No Confusing course. I was bestowed with the honor and privilege on behalf of my fellow colleagues to deliver the student report for this crime scene investigation and management course 2026. The course comprised of 19 participants from various stations and formations within the service. While some of us have never met, through lectures, team practical exercises, spirited debates, and meaningful discussions, genuine kinship was developed amongst us all. The course began on Monday, July 6, 2026. From day one, the importance of forensic evidence and its proper treatment was the focus. Understanding the value, how to properly obtain it, store it, and analyze it, to utilize its full potential in our investigations was our daily topic. As aspiring crime scene technicians, scenes of crime officers, and forensic analysts, topics such as introduction to forensic science, crime scene investigations and documents, crime scene response, photography, and expert witness were truly an essential catalyst. Over the past 2 weeks, we are blessed with the opportunity to be taught from individuals who are truly experts in their fields. Through the lectures received, we have come to gain an understanding that proper investigation and care of evidence is essential to reach the end goal of all cases, prosecution of the culprits. Mr. Ruslan Henry, our colleague from the Government Forensic Lab, shared a wealth of knowledge on DNA and biological evidence, and our sharp tandem repeats to help us prepare for DNA analysis. Ms. Anita Kifer of UNODC delved deep into the automated fingerprint identification system and provided an in-depth explanation of the infrastructure used with fingerprints. We paired that with a deep dive into the grooves and ridges of fingerprinting taught to us by Sergeant Goddard. And like our fingerprints, we each have a similar but completely unique understanding. Sergeant Grace imparted us with the knowledge to retrieve not only fingerprints, but footmarks and impressions. The practical sessions and the use of microsil, Ninhydrin, and SPR truly left a permanent impression on us all, and is a tool we can use in our investigations. We were introduced to the camera and the world of photography by Sergeant Prescott, who made sure we were fully aware that the capturing of photographs is an art form and a science. This plays into the ability to choose proper photographs for the indexes necessary for court, and this meticulous process was taught to us by Sergeant Spencer, who made sure to impart on us that a good statement is a precursor for a good index. Similarly, Ms. Catwell of the Office of the DPP introduced us to evidence presentation in the courtroom, as well as expert court testimony. Mr. Lewis and his insights into tool marking and ballistics truly highlighted the importance of even the smallest detail of our crime scene. No detail is too small, and this ideology was compacted by Sergeant Sandiford, who uses it to reconstruct scenes and implored us to use it as a tool to identify and understand our own scenes. Further reinforcing this was Sergeant Arthur and Station Sergeant Maynard, who certainly made clear the importance of handling documents and digital evidence, as these small details could easily disappear, as if they were the transit evidence that Sergeant Chase daily reiterated, as he stressed the need to document everything at the crime scene, not relying on memory alone, but written notes and sketches, which admittedly we all have to work on. He also stressed the importance of good crime scene photography, which was hammered home by Inspector Griffiths, who made it abundantly clear that a systematic approach is prudent to good investigations. The overview of such was delivered by Inspector Darby Griffiths, who built the foundation with the duties and responsibilities of the first officer on the scene. A duty that, as he so graciously put it, is not just that of a first responder, but the first guardian of the truth. In keeping with our photography verbiage, the approach was delivered by Constable Taylor and Inspector Beer, who were crucial in imparting the proper searching and investigating of crime scenes, so often overlooked, but also important is that we do it safely, as the first step in searching and investigating scenes is officer safety. The close-up was delivered by Superintendent Walcott. His wealth of expert knowledge on forensic science was a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding and tying together every component we received in the conducting effective investigations. This course not only enlightened us on these critical subjects and emphasized that crime scenes constantly evolve in complexity, The need for expert witnesses in crime scene investigations and forensic science is immediately evident. We, the participants of the Crime Scene Investigation and Management Course 2026, are not equipped with the knowledge and skills to help bridge the gaps, and if not, to fill the roles ourselves, to support those already in them and those yet to come. We have seen the significance of this work and the value of continued learning. Before concluding, I must acknowledge the hospitality of the Commandant, the Deputy Commandant, and the staff at the Regional Police Training Center. We are truly grateful. To all gathered here today, the course is now concluded, but the work is far from over. Well done to each and every one of us. It would be remiss of me not to mention the seemingly course model. Every contact leaves a trace. The contact that we have continually made here over the past 2 weeks will leave a trace at every scene we attend, and will be shown in the improved efficiency and quality we operate with. We, as well as our colleagues, who we pass on what we have learned. In the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, for coming and delivering the student's report. As he stated, what stood out for me, every contact leaves a trace. At this point in time, I want to introduce the course coordinator, Mr. Mauricio Chase. He will be delivering the course report.
Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adrian Brooms, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, protocol having already been established, good afternoon. It is both an honor and a privilege to address you this afternoon as we mark the successful conclusion of the Basic Crime Scene Investigation and Management Course 2026. While today marks the conclusion of this program, more importantly, it reflects our collective commitment to advancing professional policing in Barbados. It is about progress. Progress in the way we prepare our officers, progress in the way we investigate crime, and progress in the way we continue to strengthen policing in Barbados through collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to excellence. Every profession is defined by its standards, and for policing, those standards are measured not only by the outcomes we achieve, but by how we achieve them. They are reflected in our professionalism, our integrity, our discipline, and our commitment to doing the right thing even when no one is watching. That is why this course matters. It is not simply about learning how to process a crime scene. It is about reinforcing the principles that underpin every successful investigation and ultimately public confidence in policing. Every crime scene tells a story. It is our professionalism that determines whether that story is preserved or lost. And strong investigations do not begin in the forensic laboratory or the courtroom. They begin with well-trained police officers making sound decisions from the very first moment they arrive at a scene. That is the true purpose of this program. And when we understand the purpose of a program such as this, it becomes equally clear that it cannot remain static. Like policing itself, it must continue to evolve in response to emerging challenges, new knowledge, and higher expectations. Indeed, the evolution of this program reflects the Barbados Police Service's enduring commitment to continuous improvement, professional development, and organizational excellence. Now I want to go in a bit to the evolution of this program. In 2021, this program began quite modestly on the ground floor of police headquarters. It was born from a simple belief that our officers deserve specialized training founded upon modern investigative practices and internationally recognized forensic principles. By 2025, the program had grown and found a new home at the Regional Police Training Center, allowing us to expand its practical components and provide a more immersive learning experience. This year marks another important milestone, not simply because we have delivered another successful course, but because we have strengthened it through our partnership with the University of the West Indies. That partnership has its own story. During last year's course in 2025, Deputy Commandant Collymore and I reflected on how we might further strengthen this program. And during those discussions, we proposed exploring a partnership with the University of the West Indies. We immediately recognized the values such a collaboration could bring to the organization and to the continued professionalization of policing. But unfortunately, because of time constraints, we were unable to bring that vision to fruition last year. But rather than allowing it to remain simply an idea, we committed ourselves to making it a reality. And today, I am pleased that what began as a shared vision has evolved into a meaningful partnership. It serves as a reminder that the most enduring progress is seldom achieved in isolation. Rather, it is realizing institutions bring together their respective expertise, experience, and perspectives in pursuit of a common objective. Our partnership with the University of the West Indies represents far more than an academic collaboration. It reflects a shared commitment to advancing policing through education, research, and evidence-informed practice. It recognizes that modern policing demands officers who are not only operationally competent, but who can think critically, embrace innovation, and adapt to an ever-changing environment. My sincere hope is that this is not viewed as the culmination of a single course, but as the beginning of a long and enduring partnership that will continue to strengthen policing and forensic practice in Barbados for many years to come. Because training is not an interruption to policing, training is policing. And every investment we make in developing our officers is ultimately an investment in stronger investigations, greater public confidence, and a more capable Barbados Police Service. Of course, investments of this nature are never realized by a single individual or institution. They depend upon collaboration, shared purpose, and the willingness of many people to contribute their expertise towards a common goal. That spirit of partnership has been evident throughout this program, and it is therefore both fitting and a privilege this evening to recognize those whose contributions have made its success possible. First and foremost, to the leadership of the Barbados Police Service, thank you for your continued commitment to investing in the professional development of our officers. To the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, thank you for your steadfast partnership and continued investment in strengthening forensic and investigative capacity, not only within Barbados, but throughout the wider Caribbean. Your support has been instrumental in the continued development of this program. To our colleagues from the University of the West Indies, thank you for embracing this partnership and for recognizing the important relationship between policing, science, and higher education. To the Commandant, Deputy Commandant, and the staff of the Regional Police Training Center, thank you for your professionalism and your continued support in providing an environment that fosters excellence. And to each of our instructors, those present today and those unable to join us, thank you for sharing not only your knowledge, but your experience. Knowledge can be acquired from books. Experience can only be shared by those who have lived it. And the lessons you have imparted over the past 2 weeks, instructors, will continue to influence investigations long after today's certificates have been presented. And while today's ceremony rightly recognizes the contributions of our partners and instructors, its true purpose is to celebrate the achievements of those seated before us. To our graduates, over the past 2 weeks, you have developed new skills and broadened your understanding of crime scene investigation and management. You have learned the importance of preserving the scene, recognizing evidence, documenting accurately, working methodically, maintaining continuity, and appreciating that every action taken or not taken can influence the outcome of an investigation. But I hope the greatest lesson you take away is not how to recover an exhibit or prepare a crime scene sketch, Mr. Cook. I hope it is an appreciation for the importance of thinking critically, of remaining objective, of resisting assumptions, and of allowing the evidence, not opinion, to guide your decisions. Those principles are not confined to forensic services. They apply equally to the officer responding to a disturbance, the detective conducting an interview, the supervisor making operational decisions, or the constable engaging with the members of the public. Good policing begins with good judgment. Good judgment is built through knowledge, refined through experience, and sustained by a commitment to continual professional development. And if there is one thought I hope remains with you long after this evening's closing, it is this. In a few moments, you will all receive your certificates. They recognize what you have achieved over the past 2 weeks. But what will ultimately define your success, however, is how you apply that knowledge in service of others. Every scene you attend, every decision you make, every victim you serve, every investigation you support, and every interaction you have with the public contributes to the confidence that the people of Barbados place in their police service. So I implore each and every one of you to choose excellence every single time. And for every time that you do, you strengthen not only your own professionalism, but also the trust, reputation, and institutional legacy of the Barbados Police Service. To each of our graduates, congratulations on this significant achievement. May you continue to serve with integrity, professionalism, and distinction. Thank you, and may God continue to bless you all.
I want to thank you, Mr. Chase. At this point in time, I want to introduce the featured speaker, Mr. Adrian Broom, to the stage, but before doing so, I want the Commandant, Mr. Rodney Archer, to come, as he will be giving a brief info on him.
The critical word there is brief. Our featured speaker, Deputy Commissioner, Mr. Adrian Brooms. Joined the Barbados Police Service in 1990. I know the persons in the US and those places like to talk about 10-year veteran and that kind of stuff. But if they want to see veterans, they've got to come down to the Barbados Police Service. So Mr. Broom is now doing 36 years with us. He's one of those police officers whose rise to this point has been meteoric. He has worked majority of his operational policing life associated with the Marine unit, a unit which I consider to be the most dangerous unit to work in out there on the sea. Even when Mr. Broom had reached the rank of Inspector and ASP and he was no longer on sea, he was still in charge of that unit. I'm not sure if he's still in charge of that unit today, but he spent a lot of his years working operational, tactical and operational. Additional to that, he would have been deployed in the Northern Division. I worked with Mr. Broom in the Northern Division back in 2019. Mr. Broom would have been the officer in charge of ops support. Most of you will be aware of that. And his last posting before he moved over into the senior command team was at the Bridgetown Division, which is the most difficult division in the police service to command. But Mr. Broom was in charge of that division and he seemed to be very comfortable being in charge of that division. It was one that divisional officers tend to shy away from. But Mr. Broom was very comfortable in that division. And from there, he would have risen to acting ACP, and most recently, he would have been confirmed Deputy Commissioner of Police. Mr. Broom is well trained. He would have received many training courses locally, regionally, and internationally. Most recently, as recent as about a week ago, he would have returned from that senior executive leadership course in the UK. He did it in 2 parts, and he has successfully completed that senior executive leadership course. I believe Mr. Broom is well versed to impart words of wisdom to you, the graduating students. With that, I want to invite Deputy Commissioner Adrian Broom to the lectern to deliver his address. Mr. Broom.
Thank you very much, Commander Archer. And although the protocol has been already established, I think it would be prudent if I just make special mention of a few persons here. Mr. Ryan Bayer, the head of the site Barbados Global Campus, Sykes University, West Indies. And I also want to recognize Ms. Bo Shakira Harris, head of office at the United Nations Office of the Drugs and Crime. I also too want to say a special welcome to the graduates. And I have a script. I never be referring to the script, but really I think this occasion beholds that I speak from the heart. I'm better at speaking from the heart. And as I was looking at the proceedings, I'm very observant. 2 words came to me, and 2 words which you will hear me and my address speak a lot about: evolution and excellence. And I want to speak to that evolution in terms of what I have been seeing. 2 young persons graduating of this program, but really presented themselves well. And I also observed the maternal smiles and encouragement from those within the audience. And so I see that evolution as well. I also see that evolution in terms of this particular program. I will speak a little bit more about that. But I also see an evolution in terms of the Regional Police Training Center. And so if you permit me just for a few minutes, I will speak to you about having those 2 words, evolution and excellence, be at the forefront and be in the midst of what I'm going to say to you today. And before I go into that, I want to just turn my leaflet, you have one as well, and to the very back, the vision statement of the Regional Police Training Center. And it calls to be the center of excellence for law enforcement training. So I must tell you that I am truly honored. I am truly privileged and delighted to deliver these closing remarks at the conclusion of your course, the Basic Crime Scene Investigation and Management course. And for some time that might be a cliche, some people may say it's a cliche, but for me it is different. I remember a year ago standing in this very spot, having closed the 2nd iteration of this course. And so when Mr. Chase speaks about the humble beginnings, 2025 and now 2026, I can see the evolution. Undoubtedly, you, the participants, your instructors, course facilitators, and all those who have been in some way connected with the training, you are being with pride. You are being with satisfaction because you understand the collective successes that you have made. Over the past weeks, as I have been informed earlier, you have been fully engaged in an intensive program designed to strengthen your knowledge, sharpen your investigative skills, and to enhance your ability to effectively manage crime scenes. I am told that the areas covered range from crime scene management, searching, preservation, and documentation of the crime scene, evidence collection, collision investigation, optical and physical fingerprinting development methods, DNA and biological evidence, introduction to photography, introduction to fingerprinting, electronic evidence, ballistic, and even courtroom presentation. These are a few of the subject areas which represent the critical components of modern policing and criminal justice. As law enforcement professionals, you are entrusted with a vital duty, and that duty is to serve the public, to protect communities, and to reassure all and sundry that police investigations are conducted with integrity, fairness, respect, and respect for the rule of law. This is especially important within the context of, you heard it, police legitimacy, and the high expectation that our work, when tested within the judicial system, that is able to stand up to the rigors of probative interrogations, so as we can discover what the truth is. Every scene may be different, yes. Each one may have its unique story to tell, but our methods must be consistent, cutting edge, and most of all beyond reproach. I therefore urge you to utilize the knowledge gained and allow your training to guide your actions and to strengthen your confidence as you carry out your responsibilities. Furthermore, I wish to remind you that excellence in crime scene investigation is of the highest standard, but that is only achieved through consistency, teamwork, and a commitment to those high professional standards. Every photograph taken, every item of evidence collected, and every report prepared has the potential to make a significant difference in the pursuit of justice. But let me speak about the evolution. As you heard from your course facilitator, Mr. Chase, this program had its beginning in, yes, the internal police training mechanism, and it was held in 2021. In 2025, as I told you, I stood here, and I closed that second cohort. And now we stand in 2026, and indeed, it has evolved. This evolution is deliberately orchestrated and reflects the Barbados Police Service's investment in you, its people, in your skills, in your professionalism, and your capacity to serve with integrity. This year's training cohort is the third, and it marks a significant historic milestone because it is the first formal collaboration with the University of the West Indies. This partnership is not symbolic. It is substantive. It integrates operational policing with academic excellence. It ensures that our officers are not only practitioners, but that you are lifelong learners, capable of engaging with research, theory, and evidence-based practice. Myself, I have been long one to champion this idea of citizen-centered policing. That type of policing is an approach where law enforcement encourages citizens and police to work together to improve public safety and to contribute to citizen security. Can I tell you that not everyone will be able to wear the uniform of the Barbados Police Service? Not everyone will be able to take active part in police operations on the beat. But I believe that every citizen, every law-abiding citizen, can make a contribution in whatever way. And this collaboration with the University of the West Indies has such an implication. I heard Mr. Bayer says that you are now known to them, and in a positive light. But I also want to say thank you on behalf of the Barbados Police Service, Mr. Barrett. You are known to us in a positive way as well. Because I believe that every law-abiding citizen, through their expertise, can lend to the security of this country. And by taking that corporate mandate and to show yourself, even in this tripartite arrangement, I want to say thank you. In fact, it was mentioned by the Commandant that I completed training at the Executive Leaders Program. And that program mirrors this type of program, where policing and academia work together. But they work together with the end result in making sure that everybody is safe. And that although, like I said, everybody will not be able to don the uniform of the police service, everybody has a stake in public safety. Thank you. By aligning ourselves with the University of the West Indies, we affirm that police is not only simply a vocation, it is a profession grounded in knowledge, in ethics, and continuous development. Something special always happens when operational policing and academia work together. I look forward to bigger and better collaborations. I also want to acknowledge with gratitude all lifelong partner, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime. You have been with us, run the race with us, you have been a constant. Your contribution has been not only in Barbados, but immeasurable throughout the whole region. Thank you as well. Such support reminds us that policing is not isolated, even as our islands are not. We do not operate in silos, but our policing is part of a global network of cooperation, trust, love. We are shared values of justice and accountability. They transcend borders. Crime knows no borders, and so we also must show no borders. I want to as well mention the good work of the Regional Police Training Center. I talk about evolution. And Commandant Archer, as you are in the chair, I look also to the incoming and see the evolution. This type of tripartite relationship with police and the public is what we encourage. Because we cannot do it alone. Gone are the days when we thought that only the police could train the police. But we operate within countries, but within an environment where we all need each other. As I close, I want to reflect though on something broader. That partnership with institutions like University of the West Indies and other institutions, I want to pause and to really send a clarion call for those institutions to come on board and to assist in making Barbados safe. We all live here. And without you, we are nothing, and without us, you are nothing. In fact, I refer to a great book that says that there is, in the multitude of safety, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. In the multitude of counsel, there is safety. We therefore then are committed to developing officers who are technically competent in science investigation, who are guided by professionalism and integrity, and who practice evidence-based policing. Training is not merely about skills. Training is about public confidence, police legitimacy, the administration of justice, and the safety of communities which we serve. And so, participants, I encourage you to continue to strive for excellence. Carry the lessons that you learn into your daily practice. Approach each crime scene with discipline and with precision. Remember Every piece of evidence tells a story. It is your duty to ensure that that story is told truthfully. It is not so much about the apprehensions, but to tell the story. Uphold integrity and accountability. These are the foundations upon which the public trust is built. I therefore extend sincere thanks to the facilitators. Those who, as the Master of Ceremony says, I think it was, who are experts in their own field. I want to thank you for your expertise and your dedication. The organizing team for your logistics and excellence. Our partners, this partnership has started. Let us continue for your collaboration and for your support. And as I close, and I remember those two words again, the evolution. And I look to the young police officers and the not so young. I am really buoyed by the atmosphere of togetherness and love that I see here. Remember that you have built now lasting friendships. Remember that you have some older heads to lean on. And remember the younger ones that you have some older heads looking up to you. Do us proud. Continue your excellence as you cause every step to be a good one in evolution. I thank you.
Involvement and evolution. Three words that salute DCP Brooms. Powerful message. As he stated, crime has no boundary, and we shall not have any going forward at this present moment in Barbados Police Service as crime is on the uprise. Without further ado, I invite Mr. Broom back to the stage where we will be having the presentation of awards. I want to ask Sergeant 1364, Rosemary Walkerman, to come as she receives her award from DCP Brooms.
Look at me, sir.
Next up, Sergeant 1795, Natalie Phillips. Sergeant 1802, Marson Osborne. Next up, Police Constable 1587, Chantal Watkins. Police Constable 1719, Lisa Giddings. I want to thank you, Mr. Broom, at this present moment. I will be inviting Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Lawrence Colmer, to present the next couple of awards. Police Constable 1835, Dwayne Allen. Police Constable 1971, Sean McCarthy. Police Constable 2129 Omar Maynard. Police Constable 2273 Rohan Daniel. Police Constable 2276 Rashad Shepard. I want to thank the Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Lawrence Collymore, for presenting those awards. At this present moment, I want to invite Superintendent Acting of Police, Mr. Kamabach, to the stage, please. Police Constable 2283 Tamika Oxley. Police Constable 2329 Kiana Brito. Police Constable 2372 Tiana Harewood. Police Constable 2389 Sean Blair. Police Constable 2424 Ryan Felician. I want to thank Superintendent Kamabach. I want to invite Inspector Griffith to the stage, please. Police Constable 2427 Shantae Hines. Police Constable 2433 Kimani Cook. Police Constable 2488 Leon Clark.
Police Constable 2442 Leon Padmore.
I want to thank each and everyone for coming and assisting with the presentation of their awards. Certificate, sorry. At this point in time, we'll be having the presentation of awards. But before I introduce anyone to come to the stage to present the awards, I have a brief synopsis to read on the awards. Now, the awards that will be being given out will be Best Overall Student. The Best Overall Student is presented to the participant who consistently demonstrated the highest standard of performance through the Basic Crime Scene Investigation and Management course of 2026. Selected through the collective observation and assessments of the instructional team, this award recognizes excellence in practical application, professionalism, engagement, teamwork, critical thinking, and attention to detail through the duration of the course. The recipient distinguished themselves not only through outstanding performance, but during practical exercises and also through their attitude, discipline, willingness to learn, and commitment to the highest standards of professional policing. Also, we have the award for crime scene excellence. This is a group award for the best performing group in the practical assessment. The crime scene excellence award is presented to the group that achieved the strongest overall performance during the practical crime scene assessment. This award recognizes excellence in scenes management, systematic searching, documentation, evidence recognition and recovery, contamination control, teamwork, and the maintenance of exhibit integrity. The successful group demonstrated that effective crime scene processing requires more than technical knowledge. It requires planning, discipline, communication, and the ability to work collectively under pressure while maintaining professional standards. There is also an award for the Distinguished Lecturer Appreciation. This award is based on the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, also the Automated Fingerprint Identification System. The Distinguished Lecturer Award is in recognition of the valuable contribution made by the United Nations on Drugs and Crime Scientific Affairs Section through the delivery of specialist instructions on the Automated Fingerprint Identification System. The session enhanced participants of the role of biometric technology in fingerprint comparison, identification, and criminal investigation, while highlighting the importance of accurate data capture, quality assurance, and the effective use of forensics databases. This award reflects our sincere appreciation to the team for their continued partnership and its commitment in strengthening forensics and investigative capacity within Barbados and the wider Caribbean. The Automated Fingerprint Identification System Award. This is the session enhanced participants for the understanding of the role of biometric technology in fingerprint comparison, identification, and criminal investigation, while highlighting the importance of accurate data capture, quality assurance, and the effective use of forensics databases. This award reflects our sincere appreciation to the team again, once again, for their continued partnership and its commitment to strengthening forensics and investigative capacity within Barbados and the wider community, the Caribbean. The DNA and Biological Evidence Award. This is in recognition of the expert to the areas of DNA and biological evidence. This presentation strengthened participants' understanding of the recognition, preservation, collection, and handling of biological material, as well as the evidential value of DNA within the investigative and judicial process. This award acknowledged also professionalism, subject matter expertise, and commitment to equipping officers with knowledge that will directly support the quality and integrity of future investigations. I also must mention that there will be an award for team collaboration, which will be given out. Without further ado, I want to welcome Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adrian Broom, back to the platform, please. He will be presenting the best overall student for the 2026 course of the Basic Crime Scene and Forensic Investigation Management. And this award is going to no other than Sergeant 1364 Rosemary Waterman, who demonstrated such an enthusiastic approach to this course. She was well diverse and she asked a lot of questions, and that's why she's the recipient of this award. Thank you, Mr. Broom. At this point in time, I want to introduce, sorry for making you sit back though again. Come in the room, I want to welcome you back to the platform. This award is for team collaboration and spirit, and this is going to no other than Rashad Shepard and his group. The group will be Tamika Oxley, Kiana Brito, and no other than Leon Clark. This thing you can have your receipt, Mr. Booth, for getting like that. I just want to welcome Superintendent Walcott to the platform, please. Mr. Walcott will be presenting the award for the most, let's say, the best group for crime scene excellence. And this goes to no other than Group 3. Group comprising of Sergeant 179 Phillip, Police Constables 21835 Dwayne Allen, Police Constable 2372 Harewood, Police Constable 2427 Hines, Police Constable 2433 Cook, and no other than your master's service, Police Constable 2442 Padmore.
Yes, no. Look at that.
I want to thank Mr. Walcott and well done to Group 3 and all the other participants who receive awards, and those who didn't receive, well done to you as well. Now, we will also be having a presentation for the distinguished lecturers as they related in the brief synopsis of the awards. I just want to welcome Superintendent Komabach back to the platform, please, as he will be presenting. Now, the first award that will be being given out for the distinguished lecturer is presented to no other than Akuta Kifir. I want to welcome Miss Rachel Ann Henry, as she will be receiving an award for DNA and biological evidence.
Pinga.
Congrats to all the participants and the lecturers as well. I just want to welcome Police Constable 2283 Tamika Oxley to the platform, as she will be giving the vote of thanks.
Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ronnie Archer, Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Roderick Walker, Incoming Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Dwayne Comerbach, the Superintendent Acting of the Criminal Investigations Division, Mr. Lawrence Collymore, Deputy Commandant of the Regional Police Training Center, Mr. Wayne Griffith, Inspector in charge of the Forensic Scenes of Crime Unit, Mr. Ryan Breyer, the Head of Site, Barbados Global Campus Sites, Universities of the West Indies Global Campus, Ms. Bo Shakira Harris, Head of the Office of the UNODC, Ms. Ankuta Kipfer of the UNODC Scientific Affairs Section, Ms. Sharice Glasgow, Program Officer of the UE Global Campus Site Barbados, Ms. Sonia Brown, the Clerical Officer of the UE Global Campus Site Barbados, other instructors and facilitators, specially invited guests, course participants, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Tamika Oxley, Police Constable 2283, and it is my great privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of everyone gathered here as we celebrate the successful completion of this crime scene investigation and management course 1 of 2026. Now, first and foremost, I would like to give thanks to Almighty God for His grace, guidance, protection, and countless blessings. It is through His mercy that we have successfully completed this course and gathered here today in good health and high spirits. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our Commissioner of Police, Director of Training, Ms. Sonia Boyce, for giving us this opportunity to participate in this course, which has enriched our knowledge, strength, and better prepared us to serve with excellence. To our guest speaker, Mr. Adrian Broom, Deputy Commissioner of Police, for your stimulating and thought-provoking address. We are grateful for your encouragement and advice. Thank you, sir. To the Commandant, Mr. Ronnie Archer, thank you for accommodating us at the Regional Police Training Center and for your remarks and also assisting with everything. Also, a thank you to the Deputy Commandant, Mr. Lawrence Collymore, for assisting with the coordinating of the training program and ensuring that the course went as smoothly as possible. A huge thank you goes out to Sergeant 2068 Chase, the lead facilitator and designer of this course. We thank you for your vision, expertise, and dedication in developing this program that has been impactful to our knowledge of crime scene investigations. The topics of this course were carefully selected to equip us with new skills and perspectives. Mr. Chase, we are truly appreciative and wish you continued success in shaping the future through training and development. To Inspector Wayne Griffith, we thank you for assisting with the coordination of this training program, along with your willingness to share your knowledge with us through your presentations on crime scene photography and chemical fingerprinting development techniques and impression evidence. A special thank you to Mr. Ryan Breyer, who gave directional input to having this block of training credentialed using the University of the West Indies standards, thus playing a part in making history. Thank you, sir. To our esteemed facilitators, Joanne Catwell from the DPP's office, Ms. Rachel Ann Henry from the Government Forensic Lab, Ms. Anka Kufert from the UNODC, we thank you for your time, effort, passion, and above all, your knowledge and skills, which have certainly left an impression on all of us. We are forever grateful. To the presenters from the Barbados Police Service, a special thank you for sharing your hands-on expertise and knowledge with us. A special thank you to Ms. Bo Harris, Head of the Department of the UNODC, for the sponsorship of the awards and the donation of the crime scene investigation case to the Barbados Police Service. Thank you, ma'am. To the Chief Instructor, Mr. Trevor Griffith, and his staff of instructors who adjusted their schedules and plans to accommodate us on this course. Thank you all. And to you participants, for your committed involvement and interest shown, for your discipline and active participation throughout the duration of this course. And remember, when visiting scenes, think court. Thank you.
As they all say, all good things must come to an end. At this point in time, we have reached the end of today's proceedings of number one of the basic crime scene investigation and management course. But before you go any further, I would like everyone to stay back for a group photo, please. Thank you.